In realizing that pretty much everything could be a cube collider, I was watching Seth Bling's video on the separating axis theorem, and we started using that, as well as our AABB axis-aligned bounding boxes method. In doing so, we've got it down to pixel-perfect collision with even a silly tall box collider around the player, which you can't see the player through because I just left it a white texture. While going for the kind of level editor vibe I'm trying to get to right now, or the kind of in-game Unity 3D editor kind of feel, I have added auto-update of all colliders in their rotation, scale, position, all of it at any given frame. And at this point, we don't have very many objects, so I just kind of loop through every single object and detect whether or not it's colliding. It's not very efficient, but it works for right now. So far, the level editor has gotten to the point where I can make simple Super Mario 64 style kind of levels, provided I don't add any textures. It used to be every vertex was randomly given a color the second the vertex was created, but now we store one color at the beginning of the object's creation, and we set every vertex of that object to the same color, so it's not so rainbowy and color vomit. And since we went with the auto-update kind of style on every frame for rotation and scale and everything, doors or moving platforms or things of that nature are just automatically acceptable. It's something that's easily just done. The collision's handled automatically, everything. In doing so, with gravity applied the entire time, anytime you're on a ramp surface or any angled surface, it turns into a slide. This isn't necessarily bad and can be useful in some scenarios even, but for the most part it's kind of annoying, so I really need to work on friction. Next, for the engine, I'm going to be getting textures working instead of just the vertex colors, because the vertex colors, while you can do enough to get a decent debug kind of area, you don't really... It looks kind of Play-Doh-y. You don't want to use it for a level. Or I guess you could, but that's not really what I'm going for here. Anyways, that's about it. I've just really done a bunch of collision over and over and over and over until I've gotten it right in the last week.